Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Shuklambaradaram Vishnum Shashivaranam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram Apara Karuna Sindhum Yanadam Shantarupinam Shri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham Sadguru Charanaravindaabhyan Namaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. In Lalitha Sahasranamam, in the last class we saw the first line of shloka number 120. Hridayastha Raviprakhya Trikonantara Deepika. We ended with the nama Trikona Antara Deepika. So in the previous namas, various upasana margas were various meditation margas. Various dhyana procedure have been described. Shirasthita, Chandranibha, Bhalastha, Indradhanuf Prabha, Hridayastha, Raviprakya, Trikonantara Deepika. Shirasthita, in the Sahasrara Chakra, Ambal has to be meditated upon as a moon. Chandranibha. Bhalastha, in the Agnya Chakra, Ambal has to be meditated upon as Indradhanu Prabha. Indradhanusu means rainbow. Ambal has to be meditated upon as rainbow colored, like multicolored, Chitravarna, Nana Varna. Hridayastha Raviprakya, in one's own heart, Ambal has to be meditated upon as Suryan, as sun, as the one with sun's prabha. So actually these sthanas are for a particular bija or kuta in Ambal's mantra. In this Lalitha Sahasranama session, we are just simplifying everything. In fact, I would even say oversimplifying. If one takes to the actual Shri Vidya Upasana, then each bija, Vagdava bija is there, Madhya bija is there, Kamaraja bija is there, or Kuta in Panchada Sakshari mantra, a group of letters. Shrimat Vagbhava Kutaika Swarupa Mukha Pankaja, Kantadhakkati Paryanta Madhyakuta Swarupini, Shakti Kutaikata Panna Katyado Bhagadarini, Abdin Solron Lia, and the Moondru Kutangalayum, Moondru Sthanangala meditate Pananum, Abdingardu, Idrude Rahasyamana Rahasyarth. Trikonantara Deepika, this Trikona signifies the Kundalini Shakti. The Trikona signifies the Mooladhara Chakra and the Deepika. Deepam, imagine a triangle, inside there is a light, there is a lamp, and that lamp signifies the Kundalini Shakti which is present in the Mooladhara Chakra. So in the Mooladhara Chakra, Ambal has to be meditated upon, because if we see the previous three namas, the previous three concepts, Shirasthita, Chandranibha. Chandra, it is going to be more powerful. Everybody can see Chandra. Rainbow, everybody can see. Ravi, Surya, everybody can see. So the volume of light is going to be so high so that everybody can perceive all these things. But what about a small Deepa? Small Deepa is only known to me. Kundalini Shakti, Ambal as Kundalini Shakti, she is so slender, she is so small, she is so slender yet very, very powerful. Adanaladan Trikonantara Deepika, Abdin in the Deepa Shabdata Solra. And previously I have told, even in our houses, we symbolize this. It is not exactly the same, but we symbolize this Trikonantara Deepika as we used to have Mada Parai. The Mada Parai, it will be in triangular shape, especially in Tulasi Madatla. And in that triangular shape, you will keep a lamp, you will keep an Agal Velak, because that signifies Ambal. Ambal is always present. If we go to Mahavishnu temples, any Vishnu temple you go, there will be Mahalakshmi in the Vakshasthalam of Perumal. Right? Mahalakshmi will be there in Perumal's Vakshasthalam. In some places, Mahalakshmi will be depicted as such. That is, with 4 hands, with lotus in the upper 2 hands, and Abhaya Mudra, Varada Mudra. Ambal will be sitting on a lotus. All these things will be depicted in some temples. In some temples, they will just depict Mahalakshmi as a triangle, either an upward facing triangle or a downward facing triangle. So the triangle aga Ambala depict panirpa Perumaluடைய chestila, because that Mahalakshmi also depicts Ambal. Ambal's one of the Swarupam only is Mahalakshmi, right? So the Trikonam, it plays a very significant role in Sri Vidya. It symbolizes the primordial Shakti. The Trikona, the triangle, it symbolizes primordial Shakti. There are several reasons for why that depiction happens. Triputi, Jnanam, Jneyam, Jnatru, all these triangles, there are triad word, Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, Sattvam, Rajas, Tamas, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. All these things happen because of Maya, because of Ambal's Maya. That is why in the triad and the triangle, the shape itself, it depicts feminine Shakti. It depicts feminine energy, primordial Shakti. Trikonantara Deepika. Moving on to the next line. Dakshayani, Daitya Hantri, Daksha Yajna Vinashini. Dakshayani, Ambal in one of her avatars, she took the form of the daughter of Daksha. Daksha Prajapati, we all know, right? Ambal, she took the form of the daughter of Daksha. That is why in that avastha, Ambal is called as Dakshayini. Daitya Hantri, Daitya, Diti's putras are called as Daitya. Kashyapa is a Maharishi. He has got 2 wives, Aditi and Diti. Aditi udaya putrarhal, the sons of Aditi became Devas, and all the Devas are called as Adityas. Normally we call Surya as Aditya. Aditya Hridayam padikkiradhu vechindrukom. Suryanuku Adityaanu oru per undu, because he is also one of the 12 initial Devas, Aditya. But there are 12 Adityas, Dwadasa Adityas abdingrom. Adityanam aham Vishnuhu abdinne Geethaila solrar. Among the Adityas, I am Vishnu, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So the 12 Adityas are the 12 sons of Aditi who became the Devas. And Diti is another wife, right? And the Ditiyudaya putrarhal na Daityarhalnu peru. And the Daityas became Asuras. So Devas and Asuras are not 2 independent races that fight against each other. But people depict Devasura Yuddham abdina, Devarhal yaro ortharatam, Asurarhal yaro ortharatam, Iva oru race, Iva innuru race, and fight between 2 different races ne depict pandra. That is completely wrong. If we take our Puranas, if you believe Devasura Yuddham, you have to believe the Puranas, which tell. You have to believe in Vedas, which talk about the Devasura Yuddham. If we see in Vedas who are Asuras and who are Devas, they are brothers, they are cousins. Diti, Daityas. Aditi, Adityas. And because of their vasanas, because of their karmas, the sons of Diti became Rajasic and Tamasic, and they became Daityas. So Ambal is Daitya Hantri. She destroys the Daitya. If we see about Devasura Yuddham, Adi Shankaracharya in his Upanishad Bhashyam says, Adi Shankaracharya in his Upanishad Bhashyam, Bhagavad Prasthanatraya Bhashyam, he says, Devas and Asuras in Kali Yuga, they are not separate entity from humans, says Adi Shankaracharya. Human beings, when you have a Sattvic Pradhana Buddhi, when you have more of Sattvika Buddhi, we express the Deva characteristics, says Acharya. When the human beings express Rajasic and Tamasic Buddhis, they express Asura Buddhi, Daitya Buddhi. So the allegorical Devasura Yuddha even still happens now. Right now, we all are listening to Lalitha Sahasranamam Bhashyam. I am telling, we all are listening. We all are involved in Lalitha Sahasranamam Bhashyam. It means the Deva power has overpowered the Asuric tendency. The Deva tendency, the Daivi Sampat. Adan Krishna Gitaila, Daivi Sampat, Asuri Sampat nu solluvar Gitaila. So Daivi Sampat, the Deva-ness, the Deva tendency has overpowered the Asura-ness or Asuric tendencies in our own mind. And when we are involved in anger, when we are abusing somebody, at that time, our Asuric tendency has outpowered our Devic tendency or Daivi Sampat. So, Daitya Hantrina, என்னமோ ஒரு பண்டாசுரன் ஒரு அசுரன் இருந்தான், அசுரன் அம்பாள் அழிச்சாள். மதுகைடபர்னு 2 பேர் இருந்தா, அந்த 2 பேர் அம்பாள், Battle of Panipat, Kargil war, now Ukraine war happens. We should not think that all these asuras are present in some other loka and Ambal has gone to that loka and she has literally fought with them. That might be true, but what is relevant for us is that the fight happens in our own mind. The Devasura Yuddham, it happens in our own mind, and only with the help of Ambal we can fight all the Asuric tendencies in our own mind, so that the Daivi Sampat, the Deva tendency will win over us. Adhaan solrar Daitya Hantri. அதுக்காக தான் மகாபெரிவா மைத்ரீம் பஜத்துல தாம்யத தத்த தயத்வம் ஜனத ஸ்ரேயோ பூயாத் சகல ஜனானாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்ற. மைத்ரீம் பஜத்துல தாம்யத தத்த தயத்வம் ஜனத ஸ்ரேயோ பூயாத் சகல ஜனானாம் அப்படிங்கிறா. அந்த தாம்யத தத்த தயத்வம், what are these 3 things? All these things has got a story in Upanishads. Whatever Mahaperiyava says, whatever Adi Shankaracharya says, whatever the Shankaracharya says, they will never tell anything out of their own imagination. They will never tell. You can take it for granted, guaranteed, 100% guarantee. They will never tell something which is not present in the Shastras. They will always tell things which have Shastric background. So on the Damyata, Datta, Dayadvam, what are these 3 things? Upanishad story tells, apparently Brahma was there. Chaturmukha Brahma, husband of Saraswati, was there. First went Asuras to Brahma, and Asuras said to Brahma, hey Brahmaji, can you please give us a mantra? Can you please give us a mantra? Said Asuras to Brahma. Because the Vedas are already there, but Vedas are huge, right? Vedas are so big. Asuras, they want instant, in the Kali Yuga, instant noodles. It should be short and sweet, crisp. Chumma 2.5 மணி நேரம் 3 மணி நேரம் சினிமாலாம் காமிக்காதீங்கோ, ஒரே லெட்டர் எனக்கு புரியணும், அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு மந்திரம் சொல்லுங்கோ அப்படின்னு அசுரர்கள் பிரம்மாட்ட போய் கேட்டாளாம். Brahma said that. That is the only letter he said, the, ta, tha, da, the third da sonnar. And Brahma asked, okay, hey Asuras, you wanted a very small upadesa. 1 lettered upadesa kammiya I cannot do. If I have to open my mouth, it has to be at least one akshara, right? So that is the minimal upadesham that you can ever have. I cannot go beyond, I cannot go below that, that upadesha. That. What do you understand from this upadesha? Asked Brahmaji to the asuras. And asuras thought, okay, that அப்படின்னு இருக்கு, நம்ம வேற பெருசா வாயை கொடுத்துட்டோம், இப்ப நம்ம இதுக்கு பதில் சொல்லாம போனோம்னா we will lose our stature in the eyes of Brahma. So asuras thought, okay, what do we don't have? If I have to give you something, it will only be useful for me if I already don't have that. The kalyan in the வீட்டு கிரகப்பிரவேசத்துக்கு wall clock வரும், already I will have lot of wall clocks in my house. If somebody also gives me a lot of wall clocks, there is no use for that wall clock, right? So if I have to give somebody something, I have to give it to them which they don't have. So Asura thought, okay, Brahma will not do that Navaratri Tambulam Mari அப்படி இந்த ரீசைக்கிள் பண்ற ஜாக்கெட் பிட் எல்லாம் பிரம்மா பண்ண மாட்டார், இங்க இருந்து வாங்கி அங்கே கொடுக்கறதெல்லாம். So it should be something which we really don't have. What don't we have? What is that thing which we lack? Thought Asuras. And okay, Asuras thought, maybe we should have some more karuna, daya. அதுதான் அவர் தான்னு சொல்றார் அப்படின்னு Asuras understood that Maha Mantra, that Maha Mantra as daya. So Asura said, okay, Brahmaji, we don't have any compassion, we don't have any karuna. Maybe what you are telling is daya, have a lot of daya. Maybe that is what you are telling us. அப்படின்னு அசுரால் சொன்னாலாம். Brahma said tatastu, okay, because Brahma does not have to explain to them. Brahma said, yeah, that is what I told you. Have lot of compassion, now go away, said Brahma, and Asuras went. Devas were seeing all these things from the back. Devas thought, maybe Brahmaji gave some vara, maybe Brahmaji gave a lot of boon to the Asuras. Already all these Asuras, they are chasing the Devas because of the boon from Brahma. யாருமே விஷ்ணுக்கு தபஸ் பண்ணேன், சிவனை நோக்கி தபஸ் பண்ணேன்னு கிடையாது. இரண்யாட்சனோ இரண்யகசிபுவோ எல்லா அசுராலும் பிரம்மாவை நோக்கி தான் தபஸ் பண்றார். பிரம்மாவும் பெக்கன்னு வரத்தை கொடுத்துட்டு கடைசியில கஷ்டப்படுத்துறாரு நம்மெல்லாம். Now we have to be more smart. We are going to Brahma. Let us ask for some vara. Let us ask for some mantra from Brahma. All the devas went. Okay, Brahmaji asked, okay, why are you here? They said, okay, you gave something to Asuras, now you have to give that to us. Okay, Brahmaji thought, okay, I will give you the same mantra, whatever the thing, exact same replica I gave to them, I will give it to you. What is that? That. So Brahma said that. Okay, what is that? Now Brahmaji asked the devas, okay, I told them that, they gave me an explanation, they gave me the real meaning of that. Now I am going to give you the same mantra, that, not English THE. What do you understand from that? Brahmaji asked. Now the devas are even more fixated. If we say we don't understand, but then Brahmaji will say, okay, Asuralike purinjiruthu, unak enna puriyala அப்படினு கேட்டுவார்னுட்டு devas all, they did some round table conference, and then they said, okay, that damya அப்படின்னு நாங்க புரிஞ்சிடணும். What is damya? Because in Swargaloka everything is in abundance, lot of food, lot of procreating activities. So there is no restraint, there is no sense restraint for devas because everything is in abundance. So devas thought damya, dama, have sense control. Dama means shama dama அப்படின்னு வேதாந்தத்துல வரும், ஷமாதி ஷட்க சம்பத்தின்னு. அதுல தம மனோ நிகிரஹா இந்திரிய நிகிரஹா அதான் நீங்க சொல்றேன் அப்படின்ட்டா. ரெஸ்ட்ரெயின்ட், செல்ஃப் ரெஸ்ட்ரெயின்ட், சென்ஸ் கண்ட்ரோல், control your sense pleasures. Maybe that is what you are talking about when you say that was, said the devas. And Brahmaji understood, yes, you have to practice more sense control, you have to practice more self restraint. That is my upadesham for you. That is the meaning of the second that, said Brahmaji to the Devas. Now, all the human beings, we're all seeing, okay, Devas, they got some vara. Asuras, they got some boon. We are in between. You have to give us some boon for us as well, asked Manushyas. And Brahmaji gave the same boon. Okay, that I will give you exactly the same mantra. Now tell me, what do you understand? And all the humans, they thought, okay, all the humans, what do we lack? We lack giving things to others. We always are very selfish. We are very hoarders. We want everything for ourselves. We always keep things for ourselves. We have to give more. Maybe that is what Brahmaji is suggesting. Datta, datta, not to give அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். And human said, okay, this is what you are telling to us, datta, to give. You are asking us to do a lot of dhanam. That is what we understand by this word, says humans. And Brahmaji said, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Brahmaji said, the story is not an Upanishad, it is not a Puranic story. The story is present in Upanishads as well. The story Mahaperiyava has told in Daivathin Kural as well. So the story is present in Daivathin Kural as well. So Damyata Datta Dayatvam. Adanalda Mahaperiyava, the Upadesham for Mahaperiyava to all of us is Damyata Datta Dayatvam. If Devas, Asuras and Manushyas are separate, he will not have given that Upadesham to us. He would have only said Datta. But because Acharya, because Shankaracharya says all the Devas and Asuras are present in our own self, Mahaperiyava has combined all the three das and given to us. Damyata Datta Dhayadvam Janata Shreyo Bhuyat Sakala Jananam. அப்படின்னு கொடுக்கிறார். அதனால்தான் தைத்தியஹந்திரி. All these explanation I explained for about 20-25 minutes, the same story. Why? Because Daityahantri, Ambal destroys Daityas outside, okay, but Daityas who are present inside me, Asuric qualities who are present inside me, Daityahantri. Next nama, Daksha Yajna Vinashini. And this nama is connected to Dakshayini. Dakshayini, daughter of Daksha, is Dakshayini. Daksha Yajna Vinashini. We all know the story. How Daksha performed a huge yajna without inviting Parameshwara. Daksha performed a huge yajna without inviting Parameshwara. And Dakshayini, at that time, she was already married to Parameshwara. She went to the Daksha's yajna and she said, hey Daksha, you have to give Parameshwara's part. He is Lokanatha. He is Parameshwara. He is Mahadeva. You cannot do an yajna without giving due respects to Parameshwara. This is a beautiful story which is explained in the 4th skandam of Bhagavata. And Ambal, Dakshayini, she explains the Shivanama Mahima to Daksha. Mahaperiyava says in Daivathin Kural, Irkaradileye, in the Bhagavadathula varra in the episode da nanna, because this episode is explained in many other Puranas as well, many other Itihasas as well. But according to Mahaperiyava, he held the Daksha Yajna episode that is coming in Srimad Bhagavatam as in the very highest pedestal, because he says, okay, Bhagavatam is completely for Mahavishnu. In Bhagavatam, to have Parameshwara's significance, it is very, very high. So, and the Bhagavatatla, Chaturtha Skandatla varra Daksha Yajna Vinasham, Dakshayini story, Mahaperiyava, even he says that in Daivathin Kural as well. So, Daksha Yajna Vinashini and Ambal. So it is it is an interesting story. So Ambal goes to Daksha Yajna and Ambal tells, okay, Daksha, you cannot be like that. And Daksha says, okay, no, I will not give, because they have some family problems. I will not give. Let us not go into the family problems. And Ambal thought, okay, you don't have any respect for Parameshwara. I am your daughter. even though my body, this body is yours. This body, you are the karana for this body, incidental karana for this body. So Ambal says, I can just destroy your yajna and go back to Kailasa. It is not a huge problem for me. But if I go back to Kailasa and playfully, if Parameshwara calls me as Dakshayani, what will I do? அப்படின்னு கேட்கிற அம்பாள். அப்படின்னா என்னன்னா, சும்மா விளையாட்டுக்கு என்ன அவர் தாக்ஷாயணின்னு கூப்பிட்டா அப்ப என்ன குத்தி காமிக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்குமே, ஏன்னா நீ தக்ஷனுடைய பொண்ணு தானே அப்படின்னு தாக்ஷாயணின்னு கூப்பிட்டாருன்னா நான் என்ன பண்றது அப்படின்னே கேட்கிறா. பாகவதத்துல அந்த ஸ்லோகம் ரொம்ப பியூட்டிஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். தாக்ஷாயணின்னு கூப்பிட்டா நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டுட்டு, the only relationship between you and me is this body, because I am Adi Shakti, but this body is given because of you, right? Because you wanted a vara and I gave you a boon before that I will be born as a daughter for you. So this body, you are the incidental cause for my body. I don't want any relationship between you and me. That is why I am going to get this body destroyed. அப்படின்னு யோகாக்னினால அம்பாள் தன்னுடைய சரீரத்தையே தியாகம் பண்றா. And then Veerabhadra came, and then Veerabhadra, he destroyed the Daksha Yajna, and then Parameshwara, he restored. Daksha also lost his head, and then Parameshwara, he restored Dakshas to a goat's head. Goat, ஒரு goatனா வந்து goat, ஆடு, ஆட்டினுடைய தலையை வந்து தக்ஷனுக்கு வச்சார் அப்படின்னு வருது. Incidentally, there is an interesting story, which interesting news I read a couple of days or a couple of weeks before. People were all thinking, okay, only humans should get organs from the humans of Dimba. When we talk about Hayagriva, when we talk about Ganeshwara, when we talk about in the Dakshanaka goat head, people used to not believe all these things. Okay, how is that even possible? A few weeks back, I read that people took a heart from pig and then they did a heart transplantation. Pig-oda heart eduthu human-க்கு வெச்சா அப்படினு இருக்கு. அப்படினு there was a news report a couple of weeks before. It was a huge advancement for science அப்படின்லாம் பண்ணா. ஹார்ட்டையே எடுத்து வைக்கிறச்சே தலை எடுத்து வைக்கிறதுக்கு எத்தனை நாள் ஆகும்? We just lost all those ancient technologies. That is the reason. It does not mean that it cannot be possible. Maybe from 500 years ago or 1000 years ago, it might be possible. Who knows? But just because we cannot do that does not mean that we can just make fun of all those things. Because several things are coming true. Panniyoda heart human-க்கு வெச்சு the human is safely living அப்படின்லாம் நியூஸ் படிக்கிறோம் நம்ம. So all those things aside, Daksha Yajna Vinashini, Ambal, she destroyed the Daksha Yajna. And the next shloka number 121. Darandolita Dirgakshi, Darahaso Jwalanmukhi, Guru Murtihi, Gunanitihi, Gomata, Guhajanmabhu. Beautiful shloka. Lot of very, very important meaning present in this shloka. Darandolita Dirgakshi. Ambal's aksha means eyes. Ambal's eyes are extending up until Ambal's ears. According to Samundrika Lakshana, கண்கள் நன்னா பெருசா இருக்கணும். கண்கள் நன்னா பெருசா இருந்து அப்படி அங்கிருந்து பார்த்தா கண்ணோட எண்டும் காதோட பிகினிங்கும் ஒரே இடத்துல ஜாயின் ஆயிருக்கணுமா, அக்கார்டிங் டு சாமுந்திரிகா லட்சணா. இப்ப நம்ம எல்லாம் ஸ்ட்ரைட்டா பார்த்தோம்னா கண்ணோட எண்டுக்கும் காதோட பிகினிங்க்கும் there is some distance இல்லையா? அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கப்படாது அம்பாளுக்கு. அம்பாளுடைய கண்கள், it is விசாலாட்சி தீர்காட்சி, it extends up until ears, says the shloka. Now Adi Shankara asked, Adi Shankara, beautiful kavi as well, right? So he asked, why should it be like that? What is the reason for Ambal's eyes to extend up until Ambal's ears? Acharya asked, and he answers that in Saundarya Lahari. He says, Kavinam Sandarbha Stapagamakarandaikarasikkam Katakshavyakshepa Bhramarakalaabhau Karnayugalam. amunchantou drishtva tavanavara sasvadataralou asuya samsargat alikanayanam kinchidarunam. He answers that along with a bonus answer. What is the another question he was trying to answer? ஒரே கல்லுல ரெண்டு மாங்கா அடிக்கிறார். ஏன் அம்பாளுடைய கண்கள் காது வரைக்கும் நீண்டு இருக்கு? Why is Ambal's eyes extended up until his ears? Is one question. Ambal has got 3 eyes, right? The third eye netrikan அப்படிங்கிறோம். The third eye signifies fire. And the second question is, how can Ambal, who is Apara Karunamurti, have fire as her eyes? Because fire means heat, it destroys, right? How can Ambal's third eye signify fire? Acharya answers both these questions in this one shloka. Kavinam sandarbhas tapaka makarandaikarasikam kataksha vyakshepa brahmara kalabhau karnayugalam. Ambal's court is there. Ambal is sitting in the center. All the kavis are surrounding Ambal. And they are all doing stotram of Ambal. And how does Ambal hear? Ambal hears all the stotra through her ears, right? So all the stotras are getting into Ambal's ears. And all the stotras are so sweet as makaranda. You know, makarandam, the pool, the honey which is inside the flower is called as makaranda. So all the stotras are as sweet as that makaranda. And whenever there is a honey, there has to be a bee, right? Acharya Brahmarakalabhau Karnayugalam Kataksha Vyakshepa Brahmarakalabhau Karnayugalam. Ambal's eyes are like that honey bee. Ambal's in the Karuvizhingaradu, it is so black, it signifies, it looks like a honey bee to Acharya. And Ambal's ears is filled with the makaranda. Obviously, naturally, then honey bees, which are Ambal's eyes, which are Ambal's pupil, it is going to drink that honey. It is going to drink that stotra honey from Ambal's ears. And only if the eyes are very next to the ears, it can drink the honey, right? That is why Acharya says Ambal's eyes are Visalakshi, Darandolita, Dirgakshi. Okay, this is the one answer. What is the second answer? What is the second question? Why is Ambal's third eye fire? Right. So Acharya says, Amunchantau drishtva dhavanavara sasvada taralau asuya samsargat alikanayanam kinchidarunam. The third eye, it is not near Ambal's ears. So the third eye, you know, the honey bee, eye signifies honey bee. The third eye, it cannot drink that nectar of stotra from Ambal's ears. Adanala, the third eye becomes angry. That is why the third eye is signifying fire. Acharya says, beautiful shloka. Kavinam sandarbha stapakamakarasikam katakshavyakshepa brahmarakalabhau karnayugalam amunchantau drishtva tavanavara sasvadataralau asuya samsargat alikanayanam kinchidarunam. Kinchit arunam. Arunam means red. The third eye becomes red because it cannot drink the nectar of stotra from Ambal's ears, says Acharya in the shloka. That is another reason why Ambal's eyes are so wide. There is another reason why Ambal's eyes are so wide. Ambal's eyes, it signifies Ambal's drishti, kataksha parvai, karuna kataksham. So if Ambal has small eyes, she can only see small things. She can, her vision will be limited. If Ambal has got big eyes, her vision will not be limited. You know, this is just an expression. We cannot just literally take all these things. This is just an expression of ideas. So if Ambal's eyes are so big, then she can see a lot of things. Her field of vision will be even bigger. That is why Ambal is called as Darandolita Dirgakshi. Even for this, Acharya has written a beautiful shloka in Saundaryalahari. Ambal's eyes has been beautifully explained in several shlokas. He says, Drushadraghi yasya daradalita nilotpala rucha daviyam samdinam snapaya kripaya mamapi shive anenayam dhanyaha bhavati nachate haniriyata vaneva harmyeva samakarani pato himakaraha. Acharya says, hey Ambal, daradalita nilot palarcha drusha draghi yasya daradalita. Hey Ambal, your eyes are extending up until your ears. Nilotpala, your eyes are so beautiful as a Nilotpala flower. I am Daviyamsam Deenam. I am a Deena. You know, I don't have anything. I don't have any bhakti. I don't have any jnana. I don't have any vairagya. I don't have anything. I am not even worthy of worshipping you. But he says, Snapaya kripaya mama pishive. Can you please shower me, Snapaya? Can you please shower me with your eyesight? Snapaya kripaya mama pishive. And he says, Anena ayam dhanyaha. Previously, I was a Deena, helpless. If you shower me with your eyesight, with your kataksha, I will become a dhanya. Dhanyananen அப்படிங்கிறாலே anena ayam dhanyaha bhavati nachate hanirita. Do you have any problem in that? Will you decrease? எதா பண்ண எதா குறைஞ்சு போயிடுவியா அப்படின்னு கேட்கிறார். இவற்றை அருள்வதில் உனக்கெதும் குறையுள்ளதோ அப்படின்னு பாரதியார் கேட்பார், பாரதியார் பாட்டுல. அந்த மாதிரி இங்க ஆச்சாரியால் கேட்கிற, ஆச்சாரியால் கேட்டதை பாரதியார் அங்க கேட்கிறார். ஆச்சாரியால் இங்க கேட்கிறார், நச்சதே ஹானிகி, நீ எனக்கு உன்னுடைய கடைக்கண் பார்வையை கொடுக்கறதுல ஏதா குறைஞ்சு போயிடுவியா அப்படின்னு கேட்கிறார். அதுக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்றார். வனேவா ஹர்மியேவா சமகர நிபாதோ ஹிமகரஹா. You know, a moonlight will not see any parapaksham. You know, this is house. This is going to need a lot of light. This is just a forest. Forest does not need a lot of light. Moon will not differentiate between a palace and a forest. For moon, a palace and forest, they are the same. It will be giving a constant light for everything. In the same way, your eyesight should be impartial for everybody. And since your eyes are extended until your karna, you can see even more people with your eyesight. Will you lose anything in doing that? Acharya beautifully asks in Saundaryalahari, Drushadraghi yasya daradalita nilotpalarcha daviyam samdinam snapaya kripaya mama pishive anenayam dhanyaha bhavati nachate haniriyata vaneva harmyeva samakara nipato himakaraha. Darandolita dirgakshi darahasojwalanmukhi. Ambal's punsiripu darahasaha, hasaha, smile, darahasaha ujwalanmukhi. Ambal's smile, it illuminates Ambal's face. அப்படிங்கிறது இந்த ஸ்லோகம். Ambal's smile, it illuminates Ambal's whole face. Ambal is ever smiling. Mandasmita shatakam அப்படின்னு 100 shlokas explaining Ambal's smile is being told in Arya Muka Panchashati, Kataksha Shatakam. 100 shlokas for Ambal's drishti, 100 shlokas for Ambal's smile. Mandasmita Shatakam, Tarahaso Jwalanmukhi. Next shlok, next line. Gurumurtihi, Gunanidhihi, Gomata, Guhajanma Bhu. Very, very important nama. Gurumurtihi. Ambal is Gurumurti. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye. அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஸ்லோகா இருக்கு. Guru plays a very, 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 very important role in any sampradaya, especially in Sri Vidya Sampradaya. In Sri Vidya Sampradaya, Guru is living Amba. Because we have seen several swarupams for Amba. Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Swarupam, Karana Swarupam, Mantra Swarupam, Kundalini Swarupam. அப்படின்லாம் பார்க்கிறோம் இல்லையா? எந்த ஸ்வரூபமும் நம்மள்ட்ட பேசாது. All the swarupam of Ambal will not interact, will not talk to us on a day-to-day basis and clear our doubts. According to Sri Vidya Sampradaya, the Guru Swarupam, Guru is that swarupam of Ambal who talks to you on a day-to-day basis. அதனால தான் அந்த குரு தத்துவத்தை ரொம்ப உத்கிருஷ்டமா சொல்லியிருக்கு. குருமூர்த்தே துவாம் நமாமி காமாட்சி அப்படின்னு ஆச்சாரியால் மூக பஞ்சசத்திலேயே சொல்றார் மூக சங்கராச்சாரியர். குருமூர்த்தே துவாம் நமாமி காமாட்சி. ஈவன் முருகனுக்கு குருவாய் அருவாய் குருவாய் வருவாய் அருள்வாய் குகனே. Even Murugan is worshipped as a guru in Tiruppugal. Even Pillayar in Vinayagar Agaval, if we see, Pillayar is worshipped as guru. Sattatin ulle Sadasivan Katti, Chittatin ulle Sivalingam Katti, Abdinla Vandu Turiyamai ஞான ஞானமளிக்கும் கற்பக களிரே அப்படின்னு துரியமை ஞானத்தை அளிக்கும் கற்பக களிரே அப்படின்னு ஞான தாத்தாவா தான் மகாகணபதியே சொல்லியிருக்கு. So all the devatas are worshipped as guru in one shloka or another shloka. Why is guru important? Even in very day-to-day basis, laukika வாழ்க்கையிலேயே பார்த்தோம்னா, you go to a lawyer. You have any legal problem, you go to a lawyer. Lawyer will solve your problem. There is absolutely no question about it. But he will not impart a legal knowledge to you. If you go to a lawyer, you are his legal customer. And then you come back as a customer itself. You go to a doctor. You go to a doctor as a patient. I have a headache. I go to the doctor. The doctor will cure my illness. That is right. But doctor will not make me another doctor. A lawyer will not make me another lawyer. But you go to a teacher. I go to a guru. Guru will impart the knowledge, that is fine. But a guru will make me a guru. Only a teacher can make another teacher. A lawyer cannot make another lawyer. In order to make another lawyer, the lawyer should be a teacher. In order to make another doctor, the doctor himself should be a teacher. A lawyer cannot make another lawyer. A doctor cannot make another doctor. It takes a teacher to make a lot of other teachers. So, the Gurungra Sthanathuku Laukikamaave ivulavu importance irukku. Ambal Gurumurthe abdingra. Why this Guru is important? There is a beautiful text called as Guru Gita in a Tantra. It talks about a lot of things about Guru. It says the meaning of the word Guru. Gukaras chandhakarohi, rukaras teja uchyate, ajnana grasakam brahma, gururevana samshayaha. Gu, the Guru, the word, it has two letters, Gu and Ru, right? Gu, it means andhakaraha. Gu means ignorance. Ru, to remove. The one who removes the ignorance is called as Guru. Gukaro bhavaroga syat, rukaras tannirodhakrit, bhavaroga haratyascha, gururuthyabhidiyate. Another derivation for the word Guru. Gukaraha bhavarogaha. Samsara is called as Gu. Rukaraha tannirodhakrit. The one who removes the samsara. That is why Guru is called as Guru. It says, Asanam Shayanam Vastram Vahanam Bhushanadikam Sadhakena Pradhatavyam Guru Santosha Karakam Evam Gurupadam Sreshtam Devanamapi Durlabam Garudoraga Gandharva Siddhadi Surapujitam Gurureko Jagat Sarvam Brahma Vishnu Shivatmakam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmat Guru Tasmat Sampujayet Guru. He says, Guroho Parataram Nasti. There is nothing superior to Guru. Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmat Sampujayet Guru. That is why you have to do Guru Puja. He says, the shlokas that we normally chant, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo, Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. All the shloka comes from this Guru Gita. Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananchana Shalakaya, Chakshurunmilitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Akhandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam, Tatpadam Darishitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sthavaram jangamam vyaptam yatkinchit sacharacharam tvam padam darishitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve namaha. Chinmayam vyapitam sarvam trilokyam sacharacharam asitvam darishitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve. Guru talks you tattvamasi. Guru teaches you tattvamasi. That is why in these shlokas it says tatpatam darishitam yena tvam padam darishitam yena asitvam darishitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Samata sapita sachame mata sabhantu sacha devataha samsara mohanashaya tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Yat satvena jagat satyam yat prakashena bhati tat yadanandena nandanti tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. அப்படின்னு குருவை பத்தி ரொம்ப வருஷிக்கிறார் அந்த குரு கீதை அப்படிங்கிற அந்த டெக்ஸ்ட்ல. It is a very easy text. It has got lot of Vedantic meaning. It has got lot of Sri Vidya Tantric meaning as well. But many shlokas are like Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara. You don't need anybody to explain that shloka to you. So if you have time, then go over this beautiful text called as Guru Gita, because Ambal is Guru. Guru Murte Tvam Namami Kamakshi. Guru Mandala Rupini அப்படினே சொல்ற அம்பாளுக்கு இன்னொரு நாமா வருது Guru Mandala Rupini. அப்படின அம்பாள் is in the form of Guru. Guru is in the form of Ambal. We all need to have that conviction. That conviction for Guru is utmost important. Whatever the Guru says, don't doubt it. வெள்ள காக்கா பறக்கிறதுன்னா ஆமாமா ரெண்டு காக்கா பறக்கிறதுன்னு. You cannot say, okay, there is no white crow. Amama rendu kaka parakaradu. Because Guru is it is not the respect that is given to the person, but it is the respect that is given to the sthanam. That Guru's sthanam has to be respected as Ambal herself. That is why in Sri Vidyopasana, before doing anything, before doing any japa, before doing any puja, குரு பாதுகா ஸ்மரணம் அப்படின்னு ஒண்ணு பண்ணுவா. இந்த கையில இந்த மிருகி முத்திரை இப்படி வச்சுட்டு இப்படி வச்சுட்டு குரு பாதுகைய ஸ்மரணம் பண்றது. அதுதான் ரொம்ப 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 இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். கடைசியில ஸ்ரீவித்யில ஷோடசாட்சியெல்லாம் முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் பாதுகா அப்படின்னு ஒரு மந்திரம் கொடுப்பா. அந்த பாதுகா மந்திரம், பாதுகா தீட்சை is very important in Srividya Upasana, because Ambal is in the form of Guru. Guru Murtihi. And as Guru, she is Guna Nidhihi. Guna, she is endowed with lots of Guna. Even though Parabrahma Swarupa as Atma Swarupa or as Paramatma Swarupa, they are Nirguna. Brahman is Nirguna. But as Guru, as a living Guru, she is an embodiment of lot of Guna. மகாபெரிவாள்லாம் பார்த்தோம்னா ராமர் எப்படி வாழ்ந்திருப்பார் நம்ம பார்த்ததில்லை. மகாபெரிவாளை பார்த்தா ராமர் எப்படி வாழ்ந்திருக்காருன்னு நமக்கு தெரியும். ராமோ விக்கிரகவான் தர்மஹான்னு கேள்விதான் பட்டிருக்கோம். ஆனா கண்ணால அந்த குருவை பார்த்தாதான் நமக்கு தெரியறது எப்படி வாழ்ந்திருக்கான். கிருஷ்ணர் கீதையில சொல்றார், தைவி சம்பத், ஆசுரி சம்பத், குணத்திரய விபாக யோகா. அந்த ஒரு சில குவாலிட்டிஸ் யூ ஹாவ் டு இம்ப்ரூவ், ஒரு சில குவாலிட்டி யூ ஹாவ் டு டிக்ரீஸ். How do I know? I have never seen a practical demonstration of all these things. But if we see the Shankaracharyas, we can see them living, the way that Adi Shankaracharya has told, the way that Krishna has told, the way that Upanishads and Veda has told. So they are the living embodiment. They are the practical examples of Upanishads and all the Prasthanatraya Grantha. So that is why they are called as Guna Nitihi. They are endowed with all the important gunas. Guru Murtihi, Guna Nidhihi. Next is Gomata. Go. The word go has got lot of different meanings. அதனாலதான் கோபாலன் அப்படின்னு கோவிந்தன், கோபாலன். For Dasavataras, they will say the word Govinda will fit. Go means Vedas. Go means pashus. Go means world. Gau swarge vrishabhe rashmu vajre chandramasi smritaha. Go has got lots of meanings. So that is why it is called as Govinda or Gopala அப்படிங்கிற அந்த நாமம் வந்து 10 அவதாரத்துக்கும் பொருந்தும் அப்படிங்கிறோம். இந்த இடத்துல பாஸ்கராச்சாரியார் என்ன பாஷ்யம் பண்றாருன்னா, கோமாதாங்கிறதுக்கு அம்பாள் இஸ் இன் தி ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் கவ் அப்படின்னே பாஷ்யம் பண்றாரு. Cow, it has to be worshipped, it has to be respected. That is why in our Sanatana Dharma, cow has been given a lot of important place. Go Pujai அப்படின்னு பண்றோம். அந்த கோ பூஜைக்கு பண்ணாலே அத்தனை தேவதைகளுக்கு பூஜை பண்ண மாதிரி கோ பூஜை பண்ண. யாவர்க்குமாம் பசுவிற்கொரு கைப்பிடி அப்படின்னே பாடுறாரு இல்லையா. பசுவுக்கு ஒரு கைப்பிடி கொடுத்துட்டோம்னா, யாவர்க்குமாம் இறைவர்க்கொரு பச்சிலை, யாவர்க்குமாம் பசுவிற்கொரு வாயுரை, யாவர்க்குமாம் உண்ணும் போதொரு கைப்பிடி அப்படின்னு பாடுறார் திருமூலர். பசுவிற்கு ஒரு வாயுரை, பசுவுக்கு ஒண்ணு கொடுத்துட்டோம்னா அது 33 கோடி தேவதைகளுக்கும் அது கொடுத்ததாக ஆகிறது அப்படிங்கிறது சாஸ்திரம். ஏன்னா பசு, cow is the one which does not have, which gives milk for the others. All the other beings, they will give milk only for its progeny, but cow's milk it gives for others. Namma people will ask, people kudarkama பேசணும்னா கேப்பா, அது எப்படி உனக்கு தெரியும் அப்படின்னு கேப்பா. அது அதோட குட்டிக்கு தான் கொடுக்கிறது, நம்ம தான் அதை திருடி குடிக்கிறோம்னா அது அப்படி இல்லை. If you speak to people who has grown cows, who have cows in their house, they will know. If you give all the milk to the calf, it will be damaging for the calf. You know, the cow will make, okay, காத்தால 4 லிட்டர் கறக்கிறதுனா அவ்வளவு பாலையும் கண்ணுக்கு கொடுத்தா கண்ணு குட்டியால குடிக்க முடியாது. So the cow on purpose, it gives milk for others. The calf, it drinks the milk, that is fine, but only calf cannot drink all the milk that the cow gives. The cow gives milk, the sole purpose for the cow is yajna samrakshanam, says Shastra. அதனால தான் அந்த அக்னிஹோத்திரிகளுக்கு கோதானம் பண்றது, கோதானம் பண்றதே ரொம்ப ரொம்ப விசேஷம். Because they will use the milk to do agnihotra. They will take the milk, they will make it ghee, and then ghee will be used in all the yajnas and homas. Even cow dung will be used to in homas. Cow dung, you know, we will make vrati, and then we will use cow dung as homa as a homa dravyam. And gomayam, it is putikaram அப்படிம்பா. கோமயம் பஞ்சகவ்யமே பூத்திகரம். It purifies you, it spiritually purifies you. Maybe it scientifically also purifies you, but the main reason for eating gomaya prasanam அதெல்லாம் பண்றதுன்னா because it gives you spiritual purity. நம்ம மடத்துல மாபெரிய இப்பவுமே அப்படிதான், நம்ம மடத்துல என்ன பண்றதா இருந்தாலும் நன்னா பசு சாணியை போட்டு மொழிகிட்டு தான் அந்த இடத்துல என்ன பூஜைகள் என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணுவா. அந்த மாபெரியவா எக்ஸ்பீரியன்சஸ்லாம் கேட்கறச்சே தெரியும். 4 தடவை 5 தடவை சாணியை போட்டு முழுகும்பாளாம் மகாபெரிவா. பிகாஸ் that purity that you get from, you know, do purifying with the gomaya, you will not get that purity with how much costly a disinfectant that you use. You might be using a lot, you might be using a very costliest disinfectant, but it only physically purifies the place, but spiritual purity only gomaya will give. So go is, that is why go has to be respected, go has to be done puja. துவாதசிக்கு ஒரு பசுமாட்டு கொஞ்சம் அகத்திக்கீரை வாங்கி கொடுக்கறதுங்கிறது ரொம்ப 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 விசேஷம். அண்ட் எஸ்பெஷலி மாடு கறக்கிற மாடை சம்ரக்ஷணை பண்றது ஓகே, பட் இந்த கறவைகள்லாம் நின்று போன மாடை சம்ரக்ஷணை பண்றது ரொம்ப 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 அவசியம். பெரியவா தெய்வத்தின் குரல்ல இந்த கோ சம்ரக்ஷணத்தை பத்தி நிறைய பேசுறா. கோ சம்ரக்ஷணத்தை ஆயுட்கால தொழிலாக மேற்கொள்ள வேண்டும்ங்கிற அளவுக்கு மகாபெரிவா தெய்வத்தின் குரல்ல பேசியிருக்கா. ஏன்னா அது நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் நல்லது பண்றது. அந்த மாடுங்கிறது நம்ம எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஸ்ரேயஸை கொடுக்கறது. அதோட அது அம்பாள் ஸ்வரூபம். வாட் மோர் ப்ரூஃப் தட் யூ வாண்ட் அதர் தேன் this nama in Lalita Sahasranama Gomata அப்படிங்கிற இந்த நாமாவை விட நமக்கு வேற எந்த ப்ரூஃபுமே வேண்டாம் in order to do go samrakshanam. So Gomata Guha Janma Bhoo Guha. So this nama has got a lot of different meanings. மேலோட்டமா பார்த்தோம்னா குஹ it means சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமி. சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமிக்கு குஹன்னு ஒரு பேர் உண்டு. குஹன், குரு குஹன் அப்படின்லாம் பாடுறாரு இல்லையா? Guha Janma Bhoo. Ambal is the one who has created the Subramanya Swami. என்னடா அது கதை தப்பா இருக்கே அப்படின்னு பார்க்கலாம். Because Subramanya was born without Ambal's involvement தான் நம்ம படிக்கிறோம் இல்லையா? Subramanya was born only through Parameshwara. பரமேஸ்வரர் நெற்றிக்கண்ணை திறந்தார், அங்கிருந்து அக்னி ஜுவாலை வந்தது, சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமி வந்தார் அப்படின்னு படிக்கிறோம். இங்க அம்பாள குஹஜன்ம பூஹுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கே. How can Ambal be called as the mother of Subramanya? How? Because what is the third eye of Parameshwara? It is ஞானம். ஞானஸ்கந்தமூர்த்தி அப்படிங்கிறோம், ஞான சுப்பிரமணியன் அப்படிங்கிறோம், குரு குஹ அப்படிங்கிறோம், குரு குஹ அப்படிங்கிறோம். The ஞானம் symbolizes Ambal. Ambal with her physical body might not have contributed to the skandotpatti, but Ambal, because of Ambal's energy, Shivashaktya yuktaha yadi bhavati shaktah prabhavitum nachedevo devaha spanditum api kushalam api na spanditum அப்படிங்கிற. So Parameshwara as Parabrahma Swarupa, he cannot even move a blade of grass without Ambal's karuna, says Adi Shankaracharya in his Saundarya Lahari. Parameshwara with his third eye, Ambal is Agni Swarupa. Tam Agnivarnan tapasajvalantim vairochaning karma phaleshu jushtaam Durgam devigum sharanamaham prapadye sutarasitarase namaha. Tam Agnivarnam tapasajvalantim vairochanim karma phaleshu jushtam Durgam devigum sharanamaham prapadye அப்படின்னு வேதம் சொல்றது. Ambal is Agni Swarupa. Because Skanda has born out of the third eye, Skanda has born out of Parameshwara's Agni, Ambal here is called as Guhajanma Bhoo. With this nama, we will finish today's class. Up until 121 we have seen. The next nama, it is going to be next shloka. All the coming shlokas are going to be even more interesting. We will see all those in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi. Thanks a lot. Our next class